Hey, get off your phone right now.
I'm gonna ask my wife to send me the...
Hey, man, get your hands out of your pocket. Come here. Yeah, I'm just going to pat you down for your safety and my safety, okay? Because you're not listening to what I'm telling you. All right? Any weapons or anything on? Hey, dude.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing?
No, I'll talk.
Hey, don't yank away when I'm trying to pat you down.
Okay.
I don't know if you're armed. Do you understand that? Keep your hands behind your back.
Now I'm thinking of filing a federal civil rights lawsuit against the police officer in the department and also his supervisor.
And so before you were just pro-cop. You were like, hey, if something goes bad.
Yeah, I thought you can have a civil conversation, like reasonable. And you know, if someone abuses the power on you, it changes your mind, how you start to think about everybody. If you have one stinky fish in a whole bowl with other fish, all of them are gonna stink.
Those are torture, and since you don't know it, you don't understand. You have not been put in cuffs like the way I would put them on you.
So
for
how
10 or
would
15
you
minutes.
suggest that we detain and arrest?
You use
Just
Velcro
maybe
straps,
Velcro
and
straps.
or you use your camera and you
Maybe get some padded handcuffs or something.
say, no, not padded.
I don't know what
See
you're
that camera right there, sir? You say, hey, Mr. Do you agree to be detained in this area? I look in your camera, I say, yes, I do, sir. You don't have dominion over me. You don't get to control my
Can I
every
ask you a
second.
question?
I want to say that I didn't expect this. I mean, it's been a few months now, and there is a little change. There's a little change in our life, in our relationship, in my health. But I want to say, especially to my wife, I want to thank her for all the support, for understanding, and for the kids as well. I mean, we're a family. We work together. We support each other.
No, I'll forget about, don't be obtuse, okay? I'm having a conversation with this gentleman. You're not gonna come in and say, this is a cap on it, we're done. You're not the boss, we're having a conversation. And I'm not being mean to you, but if you
Sir,
want me
I'm
to
just
turn up the
accepting
volume, I can. I'm trying to have a...
here and
right.
just making sure that I have all my stuff I need.
And I'm redressing you, and I'm redressing him.
You're wanting to get video quality. I'm wanting to...
Wanting to get video quality? What are you talking
I'm
about?
wanting to talk to him about his actual concern here. You're just wanting to make a video.
I'm just wanting to make a
Talking about his
video.
concern here.
What are you talking about? I
wanna make
want
sure
justice.
his
I want
needs are addressed.
transparency.
That's what
what
we're
I
doing
want.
here,
I'm
sir.
not here just making a
I
video.
appreciate you turning in this complaint. I'm going to go start investigating
So,
it.
I don't think that the cop will be fired because I've proven before in the court about when an officer doesn't respect the oath and lied in the court, but they didn't do anything about it in the court, and I'm like, why is that? So I don't really know everything why, but so my previous experience, they try to focus on just you. They don't focus on the cop. Even if whatever he does, they don't focus on him. They just focus on you. Even if your ticket or citation is dismissed.
At this point, I have to take actions to keep me safe. At this point, I'll go ahead and put you in handcuffs. But because of your agitation and because of everything that's going on, so I put you in handcuffs. I'm like, okay, hey, at this point, you can't hurt me.
Sometimes, I mean, when I'm alone, I'm calm. I mean, I'm calm all the time. I know how to control my behavior. But when I see cops now, I just see dangerous people that have suits and badge and a gun and a taser and a vehicle that says police. There's no justice. They are more of a threat than other people that you don't even know that have no uniforms. You go to the gym, you go to the grocery store, we make contact every day with people that we don't know, but we don't say that guy may be dangerous. I should detain him. I mean, if we have to think like that, if there is more population, there is more police than the population, there will be no people left. Everybody will be in prison.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And when you see a cop now, what's the feeling that you get?
Anger, but I don't show it. Hate, disrespect. I mean, there is more.
How has this affected your family? Are your children affected by what happened to you? And is your wife affected by what happened to you?
It did affect me a lot. I mean, it did affect my life, my lifestyle, my schedule, my health. It affected my health and my relationship. I'm taking more time away from my family to just have this conversation with myself, try to pass through it.
So you're going through what you call PTSD, would that be accurate?
Yes.
Yeah. And previously to this, did you have any problems with the police? Did you have any aggression or anger or frustration, or did you feel disrespect? When you saw cops before, did you ever have any kind of negativity?
Never. And I mean, I don't even have anything in my records. And you know, sometimes I will say that, because I will see videos on YouTube, and I will say that, you know, maybe people are just more aggressive than police, and they started it. But after what happened to me, and I started watching and searching and looking for more truth, I understand more what they do. It's not about justice. It's about taking your money, taking your freedom, and just satisfy their desire.
And before this, though, when you saw cops before, did you have any of those feelings?
No.
And before this, though, when you saw cops before, did you have any of those feelings?
No.
There's something very important that we need to talk about. At this point, when Officer David Holman says that he's going to detain Younes, that comes directly from the 1968 case of Terry versus Ohio. How come a cop can grab you and put you in handcuffs? Because of Terry versus Ohio. When you're put in handcuffs, it is immediate torture. It hurts from the moment they go on to the second they come off. Immediately, you will begin to talk. You will begin to speak because you're in pain and you're being tortured. Handcuffs have to be abolished in the United States of America. With the new digital era, there's no reason to shackle people up anymore.
Number 67, John W. Terry et al., petitioners versus Ohio.
Okay, well, how far would you take it? I'm saying that where the police officer chooses, with reference to whatever his determination has been, to interrogate or to investigate further with respect to citizens lawfully on the street, that in order to exercise dominion or custody or control over that citizen and thereby deprive him of his rights under the Fourth Amendment, that he must have before approaching him that probable cause which this court has made reference to in its decisions. Well, what about asking him a question? You expect an answer. We're saying he has the right to approach him and ask his question.
Does he have a right to expect an answer and to do anything whatever if he doesn't get it? You have a right to expect an answer and to do anything whatever if he doesn't get it.
I think that in the absence of this person having committed any crime of any sort, and where the approach is based upon suspicion alone, the person being subjected to the interrogation has the right to refuse to answer or to turn away.
What you're saying is, admit I thought it was, and I think now still it is.
Yes, Mr.
That a policeman does not have a right to ask a person a question on the street and get an answer, or to keep him or do anything else except just ask him a question, unless he's in possession of sufficient facts to know that that man has to have probable cause to believe that that man has committed a crime or is about to commit a crime.
Mr. Justice, I'm sorry if I'm giving you the impression that the police officer cannot ask him a question.
I said can ask him a question, but cannot get an answer and do nothing about failing to get an answer.
He can arrest him if he chooses.
He can arrest him. But suppose he doesn't choose to arrest him.
Then
Suppose he wants to do something short of arresting him.
Then I don't think he has that right.
Then the man can go on off, not answer questions, because the officer doesn't have at that time sufficient amount of evidence to make the case of probable cause of guilt of committing a crime.
That's precisely what I'm saying, because otherwise his
Well, I thought that
inviolate right of privacy would be abated.
I thought that was it.
Yes, sir. Very well. Thank you.
Here's the part that Younes didn't know. If he had had his driver's license, registration, and proof of insurance on one card and simply given it to the cop when he showed up, and then when the officer said, "What happened here?" and Younes had simply invoked his Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, none of this would have happened. Not a single bit of it. The officer had no idea what happened on the scene. There was no testimony from a witness. That never happened. Officer Holman may have been alerted that there was a car accident, but who the witness was, where they were on the road, what they saw, what they said, none of those things were solidified. Officer Holman made up that this woman had testified that Younes was reckless driving. It's very simple. When the police interact with you, you become a victim of the state.